Hey everyone, I am back with another video, and today is May 11th, and today's prompt for Mermay is mushroom, and that is from the prompt list created by Erica the Goober on Instagram. She also actually has a YouTube channel where she posts random videos, so I will link both in the description as well as all the other prompts that I'm going to be doing for the rest of the month. This one was a little different from the others because I didn't put the mermaid in water, which I think I kind of struggled with because I wanted her to kind of be in this like fantasy scene where she's leaning or laying under a mushroom as if the mushroom were like a tree she was leaning on, but it didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. As soon as I started laying like the flat colors and stuff down, I knew right away that this is not turning out how I had envisioned it to be and like what I imagined in my head. And there were many times throughout this process that I wanted to just completely stop and just give up and maybe start all over, whole different pose, whole new composition. But I fought that and I kind of pushed myself just to push through and finish the piece the way it is with just a few minor tweaks here and there and just get to a finished product and then decide if I liked it or not, or if I wanted to do something different with it. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, is that going into a piece, you always envision like a picture in your head that you want to create on a canvas or on paper or whatever it may be. And it's not always, actually, majority of the time, it's not going to turn out exactly the way it is in your head. It's just really, really difficult to be able to reproduce an image from your head, from your imagination, that you can't actually look at, that doesn't exist in the real world. So it's very easy to get discouraged by this because obviously, like, if your piece isn't going the way you were wanting it to go, it's easy to just not want to continue and to want to just give up on it. But it's important to just push through and do the best you can with what you have and try to get the main aspects of whatever you had envisioned down and maybe add a few tweaks here and there. It might turn out different entirely from what you were thinking, but chances are you'll still end up liking it at the end, as long as you give yourself the chance to actually follow through and finish the actual illustration. Sometimes you can add a little bit of flair at the end, which I actually ended up doing by just adding like nice highlights and little bits and bobs of detail that can help bring the piece to life. And even after you're finished, if you still don't like it and you're not satisfied with it, then you can always start over at that point. But I think it's important to at least finish the piece and then make your decision and decide if you want to completely start over. And then you'll have two finished pieces by the end of it instead of just one that you semi-like or don't like that much. So here you can see I added all the little details in the mushroom to kind of bring a little bit of that more contrast. And then I added some flowers in the grass because she was looking down, so she had to be looking at something. And that's what I mean. I guess I didn't think the composition through entirely before I started. So then I added all these little details, and I think just adding these little pieces brought some more interest into it and made it look okay at the end. So here is the final illustration. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!